playing in behind green and yellow now. Obviously, he's not on now. Must cover that red over the corner, though.
Well, he's gone for that. Very thin snick, nicely on the green. Selby's not going to be too bothered. Got a nice easy starter. All about the positional shot, or positional side of the shot, I should say. Wasn't far away. Like Willie said, a little bit unlucky to go into them reds and not land on anything easier than that.
Yeah, when a ball's this near the pocket, it's amazing how difficult it is to get out into open play for a colour. You may be playing the deep screw to come up for blue or bought colour here. We just saw JUNHUI play one. Can Mark play one as well, a deep screw? I guess the answer is yes. Excellent shot. Well, you can't believe it, can you? What a strange game this is. Both players now have played wonderful shots and got absolutely nothing for it. Now the brown is on, and the fact that he playing his right-hand side won't really matter, because I don't think he can hit the centre of the white from where the blue is. I can get through to the yellow as well, so he's going for this. Yes, brown or yellow would get him back at this end of the table, but if he plays the yellow, he's got to put so much topspin on. I'm not sure he can miss the brown on the way back.
I think though, Willie, if he does play the yellow, he might play it with right-hand side. It's an harder shot, but he'll be a lot further away from the blue. Yes, and it's a good job he's got big feet, Mark, so he can get that toe to touch the floor. If he plays this and his foot lifts, it'll be a foul.
You saw there just a slight bit of right-hand side to try and miss the kiss on the brown, but he didn't. You know, I didn't think he could miss the kiss on the brown. Now I don't know whether he's got away with that. It's a pot I expected him to get. To play this with a little bit of right-hand side, I don't think he can get through naturally to the pot angle. I think if he played it slow with loads of right-hand side, he can do. Doesn't appear to want to even look at it at the moment. The other, just trying to move the red away from the pocket, which he has done, but not played a very clever shot in the brown. Nothing easy. Reversal here, they're playing a little bit of safety, and it's very tense out there at the moment. Selby can't afford any more mistakes. Or does he feel that this red's potable? It is potable. I wasn't that red potted. That's unlucky. He's finished dead. As we see the red go in, he's finished absolutely dead straight on this brown. Now this is, I know this is, it doesn't happen, but it's so easy to miscue these kind of shots when you're trying to play a deep screw using the rest.
Yes, well, he is quite funny. One of my mates has just sent me a little message saying when you had your little outrage with Mark being from Leicester and how biased he is and what. So they've just said for me to say, "Come on, Dynamo Ding." Yeah, so we've equaled it up there now, I think.
Oh, he's done well there, not to miss cue. When he gets out of the way, we'll know whether he's on a red. Seeing him look up to the evidence suggests he's not.
5.
I don't mean to be too biased, but I just don't want this match to end. I think it's been such a good match.
This is top draw. Both players at the peak of their game. And it's quite funny. I think Mark Selby's first to say he struggled all week until he played his quarter-final match. And he started knocking a couple in against Ronnie. Yes, it was a bit of a struggle with both players, but today he's been very good. It's took a brilliant JUNHUI to keep him at bay. Snooker these days is in very good hands. A lot of talent coming through. These are now the pioneers of our sport.
Yes, it's the first history of snooker we've ever had such an open tournament where the favourite was 7-1. There was 4 people on 7-1. It's amazing how open the game is now. The yellow being off its spot is causing the problem. It's usually a forward safety shot here, but he can only play very, very thin off this, and I don't think he can get in behind the yellow, so he won't be getting the advantage on this safety exchange. It's one of those shots that just have to play a negative safety. Couldn't do a lot about it. But I think there may be a gap to this red over the pocket. Has he played a poor shot? He has. Wow, that's very un-Selby-like.
Now as he's playing this with loads of bottom and left hand side, that's how that cue ball's going to do. He's going to start off to the right and then come back to the left. And chip in this red to the corner. Well, he went for the wrong one. I didn't see that one. It was the same effect though. The cue ball would have done exactly the same. I must say my artistry is getting better. Yes, Damien Hirst. He gave me a quick lesson last night before he disappeared with Ronnie.
Unlike the previous 4 or 5 frames where the ball's all been open play, nice reds, nice. This is very hard to see a frame-winning break and match-winning break coming from here, but he's such a fantastic break builder, you never know. Any sort of lead in where the balls are at the moment will be good. Funny enough, we could help actually if the pink does go on the black box, because that red would then still be an open play, but it's being tied up for a second. Those 2 reds on the black spot are pottable. I think they are pottable, so this is actually a good chance if you can pot this. I thought these were out of play. Ding has a chance for frame and match here. Played a little bit harder than he wanted. He wanted to get rid of it just to the right of the black.
15.
because the red he's left himself on now, unless the pink pot's in the middle, he'll have to go up for the blue. The pink does pot in the middle, so he might be okay. Might even play up for the blue.
16.
Well, he did play for the blue, but he's overshot by miles. When the adrenaline's pumping and the tension, it's amazing how bad you can hit them sometimes.
Yes, and that's probably the first negative shot we've seen from him tonight, really. You know, he's nicely on this green. Like Willie said, he played for the blue, but it was much easier to just come off the side cushion, have the pink into the middle pocket. He'll settle for that one.
He's recovered with a wonderful positional shot. But once again, he's playing for two reds, because if he underhits it, he's on the one on the hand side. If he overhits it, he's on the one in the middle. So once again, good choice of shot, good shot selection.
If
he's straight, he's no good. We just have an angle there, so he can play on the right hand side. Just the one nearest his head there, that's the one he'll be playing for now.
Yeah. $26.
Good recovery, and wherever he is on this black, he can get onto the red that's right of it. He may even be able to play the cannon on the two reds below it. Really, he'd want to get rid of the one to the right of the black, really, because that opens things up. That's the one he's played for. Worrying times now for Selby supporters, because Ding has a chance of leaving 34. An angle on this black to bring those three reds into play. Just having a little look where he needs to leave the cue ball.
$35.
It looks like he may have left himself a little bit straight. Yeah, he may just play for the one that's just off the cushion there. He can get onto that one. So we may just get one more chance. It all depends how he gets on the next black. Not this black, the next one. Oh, this is very tricky if he takes this one on.
Yes, you called it, Willie. And he knows he was very close then to the winning line, winning this event. So all of a sudden we might see another little twist. One great shot, it's all over. If it doesn't go in, he's definitely going to be giving back a Mark Selby. Very good chance of getting back in. Surely the safety's got to be the order here. Try and get the white up behind the yellow. Well, first of all, he's got to do his shoelaces. You don't want to be tripping over now and breaking anything just before maybe he picks up the trophy. Someone ought to tell him that's the only trouble with when you wear laced shoes. You must buy slip-ons.
Well, lovely break of 42, out of position, and had an excellent safety shot. So try and bring these four reds together.